Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep today. We're talking retirement planning and more specifically about the Midland National Income Planning Annuity. It's a mouthful, I know, but stick with us.
It's a good one to untack for sure.
Yeah, especially, given all the stuff we've talked about before, with your retirement goals, the things you're looking for, the things that worry you a little bit, this one could be a pretty good fit.
It could be. I mean, it's designed for people who want that balance, the stability of guaranteed income, but also a chance for some growth.
Exactly. Like you don't want to just stick all your money under a mattress,
Right.
right? You want it to work for you even while you're, sipping margaritas on a beach somewhere.
Exactly. Well, maybe not just margaritas, but you get the idea.
Okay, fair enough. A variety of beverages. But point is, your money needs to keep up with inflation and all that. So before we get lost in the specifics, let's just do like a super quick recap, a refresher on what a fixed index annuity actually is.
Sure. So basically, it's kind of like a hybrid. You get that guaranteed lifetime income you see in a traditional annuity, but you also get some potential for growth. It's linked to the performance of market indices, all within a nice tax-deferred wrapper.
So it's like dipping your toes in the market without, getting totally soaked if things go south.
That's a good way to put it. It offers some protection against those market dips that can be scary, especially as you get closer to retirement.
Which, speaking of, you mentioned wanting to retire around 65, but we're also worried about inflation, right? Like, what if your money doesn't go as far down the road?
Yeah.
Well, this annuity has this thing called the lifetime payment increase option. And this is where it gets interesting. For every year you delay taking income, up to 70, your guaranteed payout goes up, like significantly.
10% per year to be exact. So if you wait until 70, you could be looking at a 50% increase in your initial payout.
50%, that's huge. That could really help counteract inflation.
Absolutely. It's one of the most powerful tools in the annuity world for combating that fear of your money not lasting as long as you need it to.
But I guess it's a trade-off, right? Like, if you need that income sooner rather than later, delaying might not be ideal.
You got it. It all depends on your individual circumstances and when you anticipate needing that income stream to kick in.
Makes sense. Now, another thing you were talking about was wanting some growth potential, but also being a little wary of market ups and downs. Not everyone's a Wall Street gambler. And that's where these index-linked interest crediting strategies come in. It lets you participate in the potential gains of a market index, like, say, the S&P 500, but without risking your principal if the market takes a tumble.
Right, so you get some of that upside potential without the nail-biting worry of a market crash wiping out your savings. It's a good balance for folks who are maybe a little more risk-averse, but still want to see their money grow.
So it's like a win-win, right? Market goes up, you benefit. Market goes down, you're still protected.
It's more like a win, maybe lose never situation, because it's important to remember that while these annuities offer protection on the downside, they often have caps on the potential gains. There might be a limit on how much of the market increase you actually participate in, and there might be participation rates or fees involved. So it's not a direct investment in the market.
Right, right. Got to keep those details in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting some market exposure, but with some guardrails in place, which is great. But let's be real, life throws curveballs. You mentioned being concerned about healthcare costs and retirement, and this is where I think some of the other features of this annuity, like the Guaranteed Lifetime Withdrawal Benefit Rider, that's the GLWB, and the LPA Multiplier Benefit, really shine.
Oh, for sure. These are the kind of things that can really make a difference when you need it most. That GLWB is like your safety net. No matter what happens to the market or your account value, you're guaranteed to receive income for the rest of your life. So you don't have to worry about outliving your savings.
That's such a big worry for so many people, so it's good to know that's built in.
Yeah.
And then there's the LPA Multiplier Benefit, right?
Right. This one kicks in if you ever need help with activities of daily living, things like bathing, dressing, eating, that kind of thing. If you need assistance with 2 or more of those activities, this benefit can actually double your income for up to 5 years.
So double. That could be a lifesaver if you need long-term care, which, let's be honest, can get crazy expensive.
Exactly. It's like having built-in long-term care insurance, in a way. It provides that financial cushion during what could be a very stressful and difficult time.
So it's addressing a real need. Now, I know another thing that worries people about annuities is feeling like their money's locked away. But with this one, you can actually withdraw up to 10% of your account value each year after the first year without penalty. So it's not like you're totally stuck if you need access to some cash.
Yeah, that's a good point. It offers some flexibility. Sometimes unexpected things come up and you need access to your money. This feature provides that without completely sacrificing the long-term income security that an annuity offers.
So it's about finding that balance,
Yeah,
right? Security and flexibility.
exactly. And then, of course, there's the death benefit to think about. This is pretty standard with annuities, but it's worth mentioning. If something happens to you, any remaining funds in your account go directly to your beneficiaries. No probate court, no hassle.
Makes things a lot easier for your loved ones, for sure.
Okay.
So, okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. We talked about guaranteed income, growth potential, protection from market downturns, long-term care, flexibility, death benefits. It's a lot to take in. But I think the big takeaway here is that this Midland National Income Planning Annuity really does offer a multifaceted approach to retirement income planning.
It does. It tries to cover all the bases. But of course, the big question is, does it align with your specific needs and risk tolerance?
Right. Everyone's different. Some people might be totally comfortable with a little more risk for a chance at higher returns. Others might prioritize that guaranteed income above everything else.
Exactly. And there are other factors to consider too, like what are the fees associated with this annuity? What specific index options are available? And how do those things affect your potential returns and your overall financial plan? You really got to do your homework and figure out if this particular annuity, or any annuity for that matter, is the right fit for you.
Solid advice. Do your research, people.
And while you're at it, think about some of the things we haven't even touched on today. Like, how would this annuity fit into your overall estate plan? Are there any tax implications you need to be aware of? These are all things to discuss with a financial advisor who can help you make the most informed decision.
Perfect. So think about your goals, your comfort level with risk, and talk to a pro. Lots to think about, but hey, that's what these deep dives are all about, right?
Exactly. It's about giving you the information you need to make smart decisions for your future.
And on that note, we'll wrap up for today. But keep those questions coming, and we'll see you next time for another deep